In this step we need to create the file projections of the database, the table pages. What is the projection within framework-friendly open space? A projection is a description of characteristics and rules processing the data model. It is in it that the restriction of the field properties is laid and rules of their display in autogenerators of forms. In general, it is a complete machine description of the database table itself. Thanks to this approach, the framework automates the mechanism of data presentation and is able to form graphical tables, editing forms, viewing forms. In general provides a content management system in full. Let's move on to creating the file itself projections. Let's go to the catalog of our educational project step by step 001. Go to the directory to the projections and create a text file named pages.projection. The name of the file should correspond to the name of the projection. The file extension of the projection. This is how the framework identifies that the file is a projection file and loads data from it. Open in text editor. We will take the protection code from the example posted on the website. Create a projection of the pages table. Copy it, place it in our file. A projection file is a JavaScript object according to all the rules of its declaration. Let's analyze the properties of the projection. The properties of the alias of the projection, her name. It is by the value stored in this field that the projection itself and the data it contains are accessed. Provides the table property. Is the name of the database table that our projection describes. Property title. Projection title human readable. Her name. Single title. The title of the single record projection. A single record when selected from the database. It is represented as a string with statement/tokenization. In the namespace of the tokenizer there is only one object. This is the record object, which stores the selection record, that is, it contains a list of fields of a single record. In our case it is ID, name, title and body. We output only name here. You can also write additional literals of the string itself. For example, our single title is the title of the entry can have here is such here is format : record. Such a something. The following property description: a description of the projection, that is, its explanation to it. The order property is a description of the sort order. In graphical elements such as tables, lists, trees, and other elements. Of the graphical interface of multiple output. This property is represented as an array with objects. In this case, while on these steps of the framework study we are working with a type field, that is, sorting is performed only by fields. That will be enough for now. It stores two additional fields. Field. The name of the field on which the sorting is ID. Order. Sort direction, ASC/desk, same as in SQL. The next property is the key. Is a complete analog of primary key in SQL, that is, the primary key. The presence of this property is required. And the last property is the field array field. Of fields that our projection describes, in this case the database table record ID. The machine name of the record title, record and body context. Let's examine some of the properties of the field. The alias field is her name, which is exactly what we were listing aliases for. The field property is the real name. Of the field in the database table, that is, the field referenced is projected by the projection field. And the type property is the data type described projection field. Let's analyze the types that are presented here. The int field is an integer type. Type string. A text string of limited length. The maximum length is 255 characters, regardless of the value of the maxsize property. And type text field of unlimited length. That's all. The lesson is finished.